Hello. The purpose of this video is to try and streamline the process of getting your Quest controller RMA'd if there's a problem with it. I've recently had a problem with one of my Quest controllers where the trigger wasn't working, and the process of creating a ticket and then answering all the questions that they ask you is a long and drawn out one, mainly because they don't ask you all the questions in one go, and when you respond to them you usually have a 3-day wait before they send you the next set of questions and things they want you to try. So if you follow this video and go through all of the bits of information and steps that you will need, you can put it together into a document and then you can fire it all off at once, thereby covering all the questions that they're going to ask you and saving you a lot of time. At least that's the plan. So I've got a list of the questions that they've asked, which again, as I say, they usually ask in separate emails with 3-day gaps between, so it's taken me like 18 days to get to the point where I've now returned the faulty controller back to Meta. So I mean, you'd be out of commission for those 18 days, and then it's got to go back to them, and then they've got to send you a replacement, which will be a reconditioned one, not a new controller. So not great service, and again, wasted a lot of time. So I'm hoping that this video will help you cut across that. So what I've done is I've created a list of all the things you'll need and all the questions they'll ask, and then I'll put all that in the description. You can copy and paste it into your ticket so that all the questions and information will already be there, and maybe they can get it done in one go instead of taking several attempts. So here is my guide to RMAing a controller, or presumably the headset as well, to Meta, and speedrunning that shit. So okay. Right, so I've done this document. So the things you will need, you will need a printer with paper and ink to print the return label. If you're going to RMA it, you will need those things. You'll need a box to put it in, so get that ready. You'll need some packing tape to close that box once the item's inside. You'll need some clear tape to cover the return label that they'll send you. They want that completely covered with clear tape. When you're doing a return for a courier, they will need to know how heavy the box is, so you need a weighing scale, so you need to weigh that box with the controller in it. And you also need a tape measure if you don't know the dimensions of the box, because they want the length, width and height in centimeters probably, so you'll need a tape measure for that. Okay, so those are the things that you'll need to have already, or have with you, have bought, which is, you know, quite a lot of stuff. If you don't have a printer, then I don't know what you'll do, but anyway. And then what you can do is get all the information that they're likely to ask ready before they start. So the first thing they'll ask when you send a bug report in, or is the Quest serial number. Now that is on the arm of the Quest to the left hand side. So this side, you'll need to remove the facial interface in order to be able to see it, and it's printed really small, so you probably need to take a photo with your phone. So you just pull the facial interface off the Quest, and then take a picture with your phone and find the serial number, and it should begin with, it should be at the bottom of the boxes of text, and it should begin with something like 2G0Y, something like that. So you'll need to fill that in, the Quest serial number. Then you'll need the serial numbers for each controller. They will tell you that on the first email or the second email that you'll need those. You'll need to take the battery tray out, the battery cover off by pressing the button and removing that, and then take the battery out as well. And then if you look to the right of the controller with the trigger pointing upwards, you'll see a QR code, and underneath I think it's on top of or underneath the QR code. Let me just take this battery out. Yeah, on top of the QR code is the serial number, and it may begin like 2G0Y again. So it's in there under the QR code. So you'll need those. They'll ask you for both controllers, even if you've only got a problem with one of the controllers. So take the batteries out and get those serial numbers for each controller. They will also later on ask you for the serial number on the box that the quest came in. So hopefully you've kept that box, and you'll need the serial number on the box as well. So you'll need the quest serial number on the headset arm. You'll need the serial numbers on each controller, which is under the battery above the QR code that's inside there, and you'll need both of those controller serial numbers and the box serial number, which is on the retail box that the Quest 3 came in. So you'll need that as well. You'll also need the retail receipt, or including item number, retailer price and date, or your online meta store order number. So you can go to this website if you need to find out how to find those. Okay, then later on they will ask you for your shipping information. So you need your first and last name, street address, city, state or province, postal or zip code, and country, and your phone number and your preferred email address to receive the return label. So fill all those information in and put that in your document. Then they'll also need your username and email address associated with your Meta account. You can find that on your Meta Horizon app. If you click on that, you should find, let me just quickly do it so that you know where to go. On your Meta Horizon app, click Meta Horizon, then click your profile, which is the bottom middle button. And then at the top you'll see the name and your @ name. So both of those, if you write both of those in, so it'll be like, in my case it's Corporate Zombie and @Corporate Zombie, then those are the things that you'll need to fill in there. Then yeah, I've already done the retail receipt, didn't I? Yeah, I did that one already, so let's get rid of that. Okay, then you'll need to tell them that you've done the following things, because they'll ask you to do these things. One, they'll say, have the controller cleaned. I don't know who's providing that service, but you can clean the controller according to the instructions that they give you. Best practice. Basically, it says like to wipe it with like a cloth and don't use alcohol. So yeah, so you can say you've cleaned the controller. You've tried removing the batteries for 30 seconds and powering the controller back on. That's great, because you'll need to have removed the batteries to get the serial numbers for the controllers. So you've covered that by removing the batteries to get the serial number. You can try recalibrating the controller. They asked me to do this even though I had a problem with a trigger, and it's really for helping with stick drift. If you've got problems with the stick drift, a lot of people have, more people I think have had problems with stick drift. So there's a recalibration that's done inside the headset, and there's some instructions for doing that. So do that and tell them you've done it. Then they'll tell you to try factory resetting the controller. They'll give you instructions for that. So on the left controller you hold down A and tap menu 5 times. On the right controller you hold down on the left controller you hold down X and tap menu 5 times. On the right controller hold down A and tap home for 5 times. Doesn't work. It doesn't actually do what they say. They say that it should make the LEDs flash orange and then blue as it reboots, but I don't think that is for the Meta Quest 3 controller. It certainly doesn't work for me. I tried it in the last video and showed it not working. Got quite angry about it because they wasted my time with that, and then later on in like the 5th or 6th email they asked me to do it again after I told them it didn't work. So annoying that they wasted like 6 days on that. But anyway, you can tell them you've done it. It doesn't work. But you can tell it, you can try it, and maybe it'll work for you. Who knows? Maybe some magic will have happened. Anyway, then you can try unpairing and repairing the controller. Again, that is done in the Meta Horizon app on your phone. You need to have your phone and your headset on the same Wi-Fi. Go to the Meta Horizon app, click on your face at the bottom middle, then click on the 3 lines at top right, then go to devices and click devices, and then your MetaQuest 3, and then if it's on the same Wi-Fi, you can click headset settings, and then you can click controllers, and then you can pair a new controller, or click the controller and you can unpair the controllers. So you can click each controller, unpair the controllers, and then press pair new controller, and then go through the pairing procedure and try repairing it with your headset. It probably won't make any difference, because if it's a physical issue with the controller, it will not be fixed by unpairing and repairing it. But you can try it anyway, because they'll ask you to do that. So those are all the things they asked me to do over the 18 days that I've been going back and forth with them through emails. I would respond within a few hours of receiving their email, and they would respond after 3 solid days to mine. So it took 5 or 6 emails, so that's how you get to 18 days. So to speed run it again, you need these things. I'll put all this in the description. I hope this is helping you. You can put all of this into your first email or your first query. You can say that you've done all these things. I'll put it all in the description. You can fill it all out, and that way they shouldn't waste a lot of your time. I hope this helps. If it does, then please leave a like and subscribe. I've got loads of other videos about VR, and some parody videos of in the Quest Daily Deal section. There's gameplay videos in the A to Z of VR. You can support this channel by joining the Patreon. No one has done it. You could be the first. You could be the first. Or you can buy me a coffee. The links are in the description. It's also you can get my referral code if you're in the process of buying a Quest. Okay, I hope this helps you save a lot of time if you need to RMA your MetaQuest stuff. Hope it helps. Hope it saves you some time. Hope it saves you a lot of heartache. Alright, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.